What happened was.
Hey friends, it's so nice to see you. It's today, the time is now. You are here and the weather is outside your window.
Today's guest is a fabulous artist and a wizard of desserts. Her career went primetime when she appeared on Donut Showdown and then Sugar Rush on Netflix. Please welcome my friend and the pastry wizard of Dax Dough in Tampa, Florida, Tina Contes.
Ooh.
Welcome to Dough. Let's head inside. Donuts and cupcakes, ice cream.
Oh, I love it.
That's my tour.
Thank you. What a lavish setting you're in. Where are you?
This is what we call the absinthe room. It's a secret side room at Dough.
Wow. You've been called a pastry wizard, but you're also the keeper of a secret, not a dungeon, but like a fantasy absinthe cave. So it's quite a life you're living.
I mean, do you remember the waffles and stuff that I used to make for breakfast when we were like 14?
Yes. You've always been an artist of many genres, but especially food.
As have you.
Well, we met many decades ago in middle school. And I always refer to you as my oldest friend, but not oldest in age. But we've known each other a very long time, been through many adventures and misadventures. It's been so cool to watch your journey, including now being a mom of twins, which is so cool.
Yeah, that's, really just completes my life and really gives it purpose that I didn't even know,
Absolutely. Yeah. And I know what an incredible mom you are. Cool kids you're raising. So it's really cool to watch that journey. But also your journey as a food artist, which is just so cool. And you've been on, I remember getting a text from you and you're like, I'm going to be on this show. It's a secret, but I have to go to Canada. And so you have appeared as a contestant on both Donut Showdown and Sugar Rush.
Yes, I have.
So how did that come to be?
Well, Donut Showdown was, I think it was like 2014 or 2015. So that was when it was still a little bit newer of a phenomenon, because now almost anyone that that's been in the industry for a long time, we know so many people that have been on cooking and baking shows.
Sure.
But back then it was, I was super nervous, and my friend Andy and I had just started making donuts, and we were just making donuts all night. Like, we became nocturnal, and we were just constantly experimenting. There was like a little blurb at the end of the TV show, like, oh, if you've been a donut maker for 1 year, you can apply.
Well, and that was kind of when the donut craze really hit. I just know your brain, and I feel like you're probably constantly trying to dream up new items. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I've made a lot of things, and it's already invented. You're not going to invent a cupcake or
Right.
a piece of pastry.
Well, so we had the unique experience of being in this program called Gifted in school, and it was like for the really weird kids that nobody knew what to do with. And they put us all in this one class, and but it was such a wonderful playground, and it was kind of at the age where we stopped having recess, right? Because we hit middle school, and all of a sudden, like, there was no more playtime, but we were still given playtime to use our imaginations, and we can make our own assignments. And it kind of fascinates me that we both kind of like continued playing as adults.
we learned, no, you don't have to follow the rules and do these things.
Right.
But also it's sad because every kid should be allowed to
Yeah.
like, work out the creative muscle.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. Do you ever follow like the history of pastry chefs and cuisine and things like that?
Yes, everything. Like
Wow.
ice cream, the first ice cream parlor in this country was in New York City, and George Washington spent like this exorbitant amount of money the first summer it opened. And
Wow.
so things like that is rich in our fabric because we are a melting pot, but then it's almost like the food is what starts our culture.
Yes, yes.
And
Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
food.
year when pumpkin spice comes around, I'm obsessed with how the pumpkin spice blend got here via trade, and it was really a digestive aid. So dessert is supposed to be after dinner because it helps you digest your food, like all kinds of things like that.
Do you like pumpkin spice?
Yeah, I do.
Now, when we were kids, when fall came around, that's when we started wearing capes to school. And not just for Halloween.
Yes.
You led the charge. You were the inventor of that fad. And it was great. And my mom and I went to like a Joann's Fabric, and I got my fabric together to make my cape. Because I really wanted to like cape with you. But we got in trouble. Remember our science teacher called our parents in for a conference and said he was very concerned about us because we were wearing capes and eyeliner.
Yeah, and I mean, we were not the only ones. And I get like maybe it's a distraction. Like now as an adult, like I want to feel embarrassed, but I don't because I felt good in the cape. But I really think we were getting discriminated against by that specific teacher.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. Now looking back, I think that he was did not like gay people.
Yeah. He was concerned that we were going to be gay, and he was right. But, you're welcome. I think it's so important, and I see you doing this with your kids, and I would expect nothing less, but just to let kids express themselves and to be who they are and to explore. And if you want to wear a cape one day, wear a cape. If you want to wear eyeliner and you're a boy, whatever, do your thing. And it's just so important to let people explore their personalities. All right, so we talked about Donut Showdown, but let's hear the story on Sugar Rush. How did that come to be?
Sugar Rush was a little more structured, like instead of just a funny shot in the dark. So I didn't get very far on Donut Showdown. Had no idea what I was getting into. First round cut. Every year since then, I'm applying, like sending in videos every time I get an email, or like a relative will send you a link.
Sure.
So applying, and then
so you're just kind of like on the hunt for similar opportunities. Like Donut Showdown, you weren't like, oh God, that was terrible. You're like, yeah, I'd do that again.
Yeah, I was like, well, now I have to like know what the pressure feels like.
I love that.
So I can be ready for it. And you're basically practicing every day by baking a production of hundreds of items in bulk. So I feel like I'm always practicing, and I would really love to do a third one because I just want like one more shot to maybe win.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, I remember watching your episode, and it was very tense to watch, very stressful. And of course, like perhaps I think as a viewer, you feel that really intensely. And I wonder, is it the way it's being edited? Is it the suspenseful music that's being added? But what is it like when you're actually in it on set? Does it feel very stressful?
It does, and everyone tries to make it really great, but it doesn't change the fact that you have to remember the order to do something, to make it well, multitasking in a new place. So yeah, it is tense. And what I liked about that one is I made ice cream in one of the rounds, and no one else, they were like, oh, no one's ever made ice cream on this show before.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know who the guest judge is on that one, and it was Betsy Johnson. So that made the whole experience for me. I was so like elated to meet her in person.
Yeah, it was so fabulous. And I would never think of Betsy Johnson being judge on a baking show.
It was like a year after our wedding, and Jay had worn Betsy Johnson dress.
Oh, yes, of course. That's so special. So you would do it again. Would you stick to sweets?
Yeah, probably.
What's the dessert that, and I guess it can be like a concoction, but like what is your specialty, like number one thing? If there was a show and you would want to be on it and it's just focused on this item, what would it be?
I think that my specialty is ice cream. You know, I like everything, and you know, a cupcake is really great once in a while, or cake
Right.
on your special occasion. But ice cream is like approachable and different. Like you could have a little bit every day.
Yeah, and everybody likes ice cream.
Because it's Pride Month. I know we were talking about it being Pride Month,
Yes.
and this cake is called the True Colors cake.
Ooh.
The cake is rainbow sherbet flavored. I'll show you.
Oh, it's so tall.
Okay, so
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's glorious.
would you like a slice?
Yes, definitely. Oh, wow. Oh, it's like a marble rainbow.
This is a pump of edible shimmer. So
Whoa.
look how fun that is.
Wow.
You just
And the top decoration is gorgeous. Oh, wow. So you just you throw some glitter on it.
yeah.
I love it. Wow. Is the top, those colors seem like they're glossy, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Did you invent this cake?
I've never seen rainbow sherbet cake.
Are you doing mostly by the slice or selling the whole cake?
That one is a littler cake that we do by the whole cake. And
Oh, nice.
then
Look at all the treats.
this is our Pride float cupcake.
Oh my goodness. Is that a Lego?
Yeah, it has a little
A little
rainbow
building
Lego
block?
on there too.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have
Oh, I
the
love
Fruity
it.
Pebble marshmallow treats.
Oh, I saw
for-
those on your Instagram.
Yeah, for people that want to avoid gluten, those are good.
Yes. Wow. Oh, gorgeous. Well, can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Dough, a bakery in South Tampa attached to That's.
Zodiac sign.
Libra,
Favorite ice cream flavor?
vanilla.
Vanilla? Oh my goodness. Favorite cake flavor?
My favorite cake would have to be chocolate chip cookie dough cake. Between the layers, it has cookie dough. In the layers, just like edible cookie dough, but then on top, the frosting is made of buttercream and cookie dough together. So you kind of
Oh,
get
wow.
the same taste and a different texture.
Mm.
I've often thought about if you could just eat one thing for the rest of your life, like chocolate
Yes.
chip cookies might be it.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
Yeah. That's like, are they warm?
they don't have to be. And then
Okay.
if anything has like the name Chipotle and chicken on a menu, I just order it.
Got it. So chocolate
My
chip
go-to.
cookies and Chipotle chicken for the rest of your life. You're good.
Good.
Pitch me a new ice cream flavor that only uses savory ingredients.
Since you love macaroni and cheese, maybe we could do a cheese flavored ice cream.
Ooh.
We could sub out because it's dairy, so it should like lend itself to that kind of texture.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe even if we need to push through the cream, so we'll do like a sharp cheddar ice cream, and then that could be eaten on like a cracker waffle cone. Instead of it being like a malty waffle, it could just be like a Ritz cracker.
Ooh. You've been given a financier has appeared and is waving a magic wand, and you have unlimited funding, and you've been given a fleet of food trucks. What is your signature item?
When you go simple, like the most successful food trucks don't have a ton of stuff. Like they just have a few things that they do really well. But I think if you just had two things, one savory and one dessert, that would be the perfect food truck, because then you don't have to wait online twice.
Oh yes, you just get them both.
Yeah, you just get them both. So it would probably be a taco, like a soft taco with all like really good like pickled veggies and fresh jalapeno and
Yes.
chipotle chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, and then ice cream, just like a few flavors, like 3 to pick from, homemade ice cream that you could get. So you
Are
get,
they like complementary to taco flavors? Like what are the 3 flavors?
oh, it would be so hard to pick just 3 now that I think about it.
I want to counter pitch a key lime flavor to go with a taco. Favorite work of art?
I think The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. You never get tired of looking at it. It has all the, I don't know how it has the textured color in that way.
Absolutely, and the gold in there, it's amazing. Favorite song ever?
Okay, I think I'm gonna pick In My Life. So many songs evoke emotion, but that one, always you just listen to it and you have to like stay in your car till it ends.
That is true. Wasn't that our graduation song?
I thought the Green Day one was our graduation song.
It was, but we wanted it to be the Beatles one. I now recall. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, we like started an unofficial petition or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you remember our actual anthem though?
No.
True Colors.
Oh, ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you believe in past lives?
Yes.
Who were you in a past life?
I think someone on a boat, like a fisherman.
You can only listen to one genre of music for the rest of your life. What is it?
Indie folk.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Dream vacation spot?
Greece.
But
we're on a family 5-year plan to go to Hawaii.
Best sick day excuse?
I lost my hearing, so I'm like so sorry, but I can't. Just please hear my message. I can't come in. I've lost my hearing, and
It's temporary.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the please hear my message part. But you can also text it.
Oh,
not as
that
great.
ruins
Yeah.
the whole thing.
You can have an entire weekend away with anyone who's ever lived.
Share.
Okay, you can go to any planet.
Jupiter.
You can live in any time period.
60s.
You can spend an entire year living as another person. Who is it?
Michelle Obama.
Okay, you can go back in time to any time in your life and tell your younger self in that moment one thing.
Like 17, and just like that everything will work out.
What's the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is how to figure out how to enjoy your moments and be present and just spread as much happiness as you can to others.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's all for today's episode. Rainbow cake till we meet again.